This will be my last Grau video of the season, but I simply noticed that my old review of the iron sights is getting views now. Pretty much because the draw has been returned, and my opinion back in the day was very harsh. So I've decided to check everything once more and see if anything has changed. Before we dive in though, I have to clarify a few things about the draw itself. So firstly, the Legendary variant, when it was released, the gun was really not meta, and most people, even those who buy draws, did not get it. Myself, I bought it on like the very last day because I really liked the design, and like I would look at the draw every day and think it would be cool to get, but hey, the gun is not meta. And then eventually I bought it when it got the buff and I was able to use the Legendary variant. However, for most, and it was a close call for me as well, it was not the case. And so a few seasons later, Kodem decides to drop a Mythic variant for the Grau, which on one hand is good because, like I said, there was a demand simply because many people missed the Legendary variant, but on the other hand, it was super rushed. Like, the draw came out before Christmas, and the things that indicate that it was hastened, in my opinion, would be first, there was no Mythic theme song for like a few weeks after the release, and all Mythics we have their theme songs. Like whenever I record a video, I usually use the dedicated theme song. So the first thing I checked was the music, and it was just lobby music. So what reasons would there be to not have a Mythic theme song prepared if it was not like rushed? Second reason, the iron sights themselves. Like all the variants, we default the level 3 and level 5. We have same exact frame, just different variation of obstructions, or the final variant has none. And the worst thing about it, which also was the main reason, the main thing I scolded, whined about in my earlier videos, was the size of the iron sight. Like it is just too huge. Like, if you're doing range shots, it's perfect, but for close to mid-range, it is too big. It is really, even to this day, I find it a bit difficult to aim properly. So yeah, the fact that Kodem made a Mythic so early for a gun that we already had a Legendary variant for is pretty well reasoned and even a good gesture for the community. But the fact that it was just heavily rushed, and the iron sight, it really could have been better. Like the same exact variant, just smaller. And that's it. But yeah, okay, so iron sights, there is the default form. There is the level 3 which has less obstructions. And then the level 5 which has no obstructions. And again, from creativity, from like variety aspect, is the same iron sight. Wow. Now, purely because sometimes people ask how to change the iron sight in comments, once you are in this gunsmith section, you click on that settings button on the left side. We want settings with a pencil. And you can see the Mythic Shroud, it is for the max variant. Basically here you can equip it or unequip it. Now the other one, it will be for the level 3. And if you want to have none, you simply remove either of those options. And so the default variant, like I said, has those extra lines in the iron sight. Now they are not too bothersome, but coupled with the size of the iron sight, we kind of just make everything messier. Now of course you can still use this variant, like it is not absolutely unusable, but I remember when the weapon just came out and I was grinding some gold or diamond, I think, ammo at the time in shipment, and I would meet people who have bought the draw and they would literally not even aim at me. Like, I was getting super easy kills even though the gun was top-notch meta tier, simply because they couldn't aim with the sight. Now I think there might have been a bit of an update to the iron sight, because there was an update when the theme song was added, and I kind of even made a video that it might have been a little bit adjusted, like made a bit smaller. But I do not have like a confirmation about it. But yeah, so default sight, it is usable, but really not that great. Now level 3 iron sight on the other hand, and I need to hear more opinions from people who have maxed out or leveled it up to V3, but it kind of seems like it could be the best option, because like you can see it is not as obstructive, and even though it is not fully clean like the final variant, but those lines on the sides they kind of make the iron sight feel smaller and therefore more focused. And I'm inclined to think that it might be the fix to the iron sight even. Because like, it literally makes you able to just aim better due to those lines on the sides. And this is my newest find. Like you can see, it really just makes it more defined, the center. And yeah, so please use it if you have. And let us know in the comments what you think. Because soon we will move to the final variant and it is clear as, but I don't know if best. Yeah, I'm terribly sorry, but there will not be final variant footage in this video because, idiot that I am, I moved the screen recordings that I wanted for this, that I thought that are needed for this video, to a separate folder and deleted the whole Grau folder just to clear up space, simply because, like I said, I do not intend to make any more Grau videos this season. And turns out that final variant gameplay footage was not moved. But you can check my other 3 Mythic Grau videos this season, they were all with the maxed out variant. And now I will just say it is like the cleanest, but when there are no obstructions, it also feels even larger than the previously shown variants. So you can check it out, but yeah, again, sorry. Oh, I've linked the videos to the final variant of the Mythic Grau in the video description. And now the final part, the Legendary variant. Straight up you can see that it is leaner. Not by a lot, but it still is. And the iron sight is really just the cleaner, more focused option. It is a bit obstructive when you compare it, but the fact that the the main part of the iron sight is just the cleanest, the best option, in my experience and opinion, it would make the legendary variant to be like the sweatiest one. However, the Mythic, it has one really appealing factor, which is the tactical sprinting, and the way the gun is moved, like it goes up and down and whatnot, whenever you are sprinting, sliding, jumping around, and it kind of adds a better feel of smoothness, which I really like for the Mythic. But otherwise, Legendary, in my opinion, is better. And you're welcome to share your opinion in the comments as well. But, well, to conclude everything, Mythic, even though the Legendary would be a better choice, like I said many times in my opinion, but Mythic, it is not unusable. The level 3 iron sight might be the best. It is also great for long range fights, because the huge iron sight is a plus then. But otherwise, I really wish that they dedicated more time and created, like, just polished some little things that needed to be improved. And then it would have been great. But otherwise, it is a good Mythic and the gun is still pretty usable in the current meta.